6 signs it is time to walk away from a relationship. Your peace has left you. One of the signs it is time to walk away from a relationship is when you lose your peace in the relationship. One of the reasons God wanted the man to have the woman was to give him comfort and peace, and once that peace is lacking, it means the relationship has no future again. One of the ways God speaks or communicates to us is through peace of mind. When you're seeking something from God or expecting an answer from God, you become sure that He has spoken over the matter when He gives you peace. But when that peace is absent, you know it that He has not responded and is not interested in what you are doing or what you are about to do. God is involved in a matter when you have peace and when all around you seems calm, but when the heart is troubled, there is a need to consult Him. Until you have peace in something you are involved in, do not continue in that thing. When our heart and mind is troubled over a matter, it is the peace we need. When you are confused, you run to God for clarity. What is that clarity? It is the peace of mind we get that this is how we should handle a matter, or this is what you should do. When God speaks, the heart is settled and there is peace. You had it going smoothly. You have been happy and stable. Your heart has been at rest, but now your peace has suddenly left you. You have prayed, but nothing seems to be happening or changing. Then this is the time to walk away from that relationship. Never look back. Do not feel pity, but be grateful that God came at this time and wants it to end. Inform your partner and move on. Ensure nothing would bring you back again. Walk away and do not hold back. He speaks via peace, and if it is absent in the relationship, then He is saying no. There is no longer respect and love. Another reason why we enter in a relationship is to be loved, cherished, and respected. A sign that a relationship has hit the final stop and it is time to go separate ways is when love, care, and respect is lacking. What more do you need in a relationship? When your partner does not love you, does not care about your needs, emotional and others, and does not respect you again, it is time to cut off ties and move on with life. You cannot afford to be in a relationship where you are managed and not respected, treated as a slave or a maid, and not shown love. It is love that is meant to unite the both of you, and respect must be there for each other. And the moments these things are no longer available and obtainable in a relationship, it is time to cut off and move on. A man needs to be respected by his partner, while a woman needs to be loved by her partner. When your woman or lady finds it difficult to respect you, you would not have that in the home when you eventually get married. It is time to walk away, and when your man finds it difficult to love you or show you affection, he probably feels that for someone, and it is the best time to go separate ways. Do not feel or think it would change with time. It would get worse, and it is the best time to appreciate the time spent together and realize that God has better plans for the both of you with someone else, and it is best for the both of you to walk away. The purpose of the relationship has been achieved for the moment you were together, and it is time to call it a quit and move on without hard feelings. It is better to have a failed relationship than to have a failed marriage. So, when there is no love, care, and respect, it is a sign for you to walk away from the relationship. You are no longer valued. Another reason for a relationship is value. You enter a relationship with someone you value and someone who values you. You saw something in someone which you cherish and desire to align with the value you have seen, with the intention that you and the person would be better together when this value is explored. It is like finding an oil mine. The intention is to harness the oil deposit in that location, add value to it, and make it better and useful. But the moment the oil well dries up, you take a leave. The only difference here is that once you get married, you must remain. But while you're in a relationship with someone and there is no longer value, that is, you find it difficult to value your partner, or your partner does not see value in you any longer, it is simply time to move on. You cannot continue in a relationship where your worth is not seen or appreciated. You become a liability to the other person. You should walk away, and that is what God wants for you. Do not waste time trying to create what does not exist. When you are valued, you would be celebrated and not tolerated or managed. It is the value that can make someone sacrifice extra years and effort like Jacob for you. Check through. Do you still value your partner, and does your partner still value you? If this is lacking, it is best to walk away and do not look back. God would certainly bring someone that will value you, and you would also value that person. Your partner keeps cheating. There is meant to be respect and fidelity in a relationship before and after marriage. One of the bases the scriptures permits divorce for married couples is on the ground of infidelity. That is, your partner is defiling the marriage sacrament and going out with someone else and having affairs with others. This is also a sign that you need to let off a relationship. When your partner is cheating on you before marriage, there is every possibility that your partner would continue to cheat even in your marriage also. And the best thing to do is to cut it off. You must learn to accept your partner alone and let go of every other one. We would keep seeing people that may appear more beautiful, handsome, and more attractive than our partners, but you must be contented with your partner. When your partner starts having affairs, and you have forgiven with a promise to never do it again, but they keep repeating it, you do not need an angel or a spirit to tell you to let go and be off the relationship. The relationship is not heading anywhere, as your partner has shown that he or she has no respect for you. What is difficult to control before marriage would be difficult to control in marriage. Do not stand or take repeated infidelity. It will leave you depressed and bitter. Walk away from the relationship now that you can. You will find someone that will love and respect you, someone that will be faithful to you. You are no longer in agreement. A relationship is fun. Partners can communicate and agree on certain things. It is not a fight but a union. The both of you have been able to find ways to compromise, but when it becomes difficult to compromise and agree on issues, it is a sign that you cannot continue again. Hence, the need to walk away. There must be no pretense. There must be room for balanced judgment and opinion. But when this is lacking, and it is only what one partner says that must be followed or done without consideration of what the other says or feels, there is a problem and you need to walk away. The relationship, dating, and or courting period is the time to access things from both partners, but the both of you are always in disagreement. Walk out of the relationship for your sanity. You do not want to continue with the relationship. You cannot continue in something that you do not want. Your mind and self is absent. It makes no meaning. A relationship is not a forceful affair. If you no longer feel the need for the relationship to continue, then call it quit. Relationship needs both parties to survive and not one party alone. If one party seems unwilling, it is better to end it immediately. There is no need to convince someone unwilling to continue in a relationship that one party is unwilling to continue. all these apply to relationship and not marriage.